Why exactly does Kim Jong-il's golf record surprise us? It turns out the legendary tale of Kim Jong-il sinking 5 holes in one during a single game of golf isn't all it's cracked up to be. This remarkable achievement, which painted the North Korean leader as an extraordinary golfer, was based on a misunderstanding by journalists. When reporters received his scorecard, it was written in shorthand, a format they misinterpreted. As a result, they mistakenly believed that Kim had achieved this incredible feat. The truth highlights how easily stories can become exaggerated and how perceptions of public figures can be shaped by miscommunication. This episode raises intriguing questions about the nature of reporting and the pursuit of sensationalism. Did the desire for a captivating headline blind them to the facts? Or did they unknowingly contribute to the glamorous myth built around Kim Jong-il? Discover the secret behind Chicago's iconic narrow streets. These winding roads have a fascinating history that reflects the city's political landscape and the experiences of its residents. The Chicago Historical Society highlights how these narrow streets were not just practical routes for transportation, they played a crucial role in forming the community's identity. As neighborhoods grew, the streets encouraged a sense of belonging among residents, fostering connections that still resonate today. Imagine walking down these quaint paths, where each corner holds stories of local gatherings, political movements, and everyday life over the decades. From immigrants seeking new homes to families building their futures, these streets have witnessed it all. So next time you stroll through Chicago, take a moment to appreciate how these narrow spaces have shaped the city's spirit and culture. What stories do you think they would tell if they could speak? Can you picture the largest living tree ever? The giant sequoia known as General Sherman holds the title for the largest living organism on our planet. Located in California's majestic Sequoia National Park, this colossal tree boasts a trunk volume exceeding an astonishing 5,500 cubic feet. To put that into perspective, that's more than 1,400 times the volume of an average adult human. General Sherman stands at a towering height of about 275 feet, which is taller than a 25-story building. Imagine walking through the park and standing next to this magnificent giant with its thick, rugged bark and sprawling branches that have stretched high into the sky for thousands of years. These trees are incredibly resilient, able to withstand fire, pests, and harsh weather, making them true survivors of the natural world. They play a crucial role in their ecosystem by providing habitat for countless species while also helping to regulate the environment. Isn't it amazing to think that General Sherman has been growing for over 2,000 years? What if I told you trees need wind too? Researchers recently uncovered a surprising fact about trees planted inside a biosphere. They were toppling over because of a lack of wind. In a natural environment, wind plays a crucial role in helping trees develop strong structures. The gentle swaying pushes them to grow thicker trunks and deeper roots, both of which support their weight. However, within the biosphere, these trees didn't experience any wind at all. Without this essential force, they simply couldn't gain the strength needed to stay upright. This fascinating discovery highlights how interconnected our ecosystems are, showcasing that even something as simple as wind can shape the very survival of trees. Imagine the challenges these trees face if they were to be planted in a still environment. The findings could inspire better methods for growing plants in controlled habitats. What else might we learn about nature's unpredictable ways? Is it really true that can you imagine floating among stunning hot air balloons? Every year, the International Balloon Festival in Pokhara, Nepal, brings the skies alive with color as 25 vibrant hot air balloons fill the atmosphere. This incredible festival, spanning 9 thrilling days, draws thousands of tourists eager to witness the magical spectacle, paired with lively cultural performances. Picture yourself along the shores of Lake Fiwa, where the bright balloons reflect beautifully on the water, framed by the awe-inspiring Annapurna mountain range. Visitors can even ascend in some of these iconic balloons, gliding above the picturesque landscape and taking in breathtaking views of lush hills and tranquil lakes. But the festival goes beyond mere ballooning. It immerses attendees in Nepal's rich culture, featuring local music, dance, and delectable food, all contributing to a lively atmosphere. For many, this festival transcends a simple event. It becomes a cherished memory, capturing the essence of adventure and cultural celebration in one unforgettable experience. Let's uncover the truth about lobster anatomy. Lobsters boast an extraordinary design, showcasing nature's creativity. Unlike most animals, lobsters have their teeth tucked away in their stomachs, allowing them to efficiently grind down food. Imagine munching with your stomach instead of your mouth. What's even more surprising is that their brains reside in their throats. This unique structure not only sets lobsters apart from other creatures, but also demonstrates their evolutionary journey. Over millions of years, they've adapted to thrive in underwater environments, where maneuverability and survival skills are crucial. This fascinating anatomy helps lobsters process their meals effectively and navigate through their ocean homes. With insights into their unusual features, we can better appreciate the complex relationships in marine ecosystems. Isn't it amazing how evolution shapes the way different animals function and survive? Guess what really drives our cosmic curiosity? In 2019, scientists achieved a monumental milestone by capturing the first clear image of Arakoth, a fascinating object situated an astonishing 4.1 billion miles from Earth. This icy body, part of the Kuiper Belt, offers a glimpse into the early solar system and the building blocks of planets. The image was taken by NASA's New Horizons spacecraft, which had already made history with its close flyby of Pluto in 2015. The clarity of the Arakoth image allowed researchers to study its unusual shape and surface features, sparking excitement and new questions about its formation. Observing objects like Arakoth helps scientists piece together the history and evolution of our cosmic neighborhood. What secrets might this distant world hold about our universe's past? The journey into space continues to unfold, keeping our curiosity alive. Guess what really drives the harpy eagle's strength? This majestic bird, weighing just 11 pounds, 5 kilograms, is a true powerhouse of the skies. Known for its impressive hunting skills, the harpy eagle can effortlessly lift prey that is twice its weight. That's like a human lifting another person effortlessly. Their strong, muscular legs are equipped with massive talons that can grasp tightly, allowing them to capture animals like sloths and monkeys up in the treetops of tropical rainforests. This remarkable ability is not only a testament to nature's engineering, but also highlights how specialized these birds are as apex predators in their environment. The harpy eagle's wingspan can reach up to 7 feet, helping it soar smoothly through the dense canopy. So the next time you spot this impressive bird, remember its incredible strength and agility set it apart in the avian world. Surprisingly, it's a fact that history repeats. Both leaders dramatically changed the course of their nations and faced devastating defeats. Born 129 years apart, Napoleon first invaded Russia in 1812, believing he could crush his enemies in a quick campaign. However, harsh winters and fierce resistance turned his ambition into disaster. Fast forward to 1941, and Hitler made a similar mistake with the Soviet Union, launching a brutal invasion that also ended in failure. Just like Napoleon, he underestimated the challenges posed by the Russian winter and the tenacity of the Soviet forces. As history unfolded, both leaders saw their empires crumble, with their ultimate downfalls occurring an astonishing 120 years later. This eerie coincidence raises questions about the lessons of history and whether leaders ever truly learn from the past. What makes Hawaii's education system so unique? Hawaii stands out in the United States because it operates under just one school district for the entire state. This means that all the islands, from the big ones like Hawaii and Maui to smaller ones like Molokai and Lanai, are unified under a single administration. This setup allows for consistent educational policies and resources across all islands, making it easier to share best practices and support students no matter where they live in the archipelago. However, it also presents challenges, such as addressing the diverse needs of students in urban Honolulu versus those in more rural areas. Additionally, this centralized system can make it difficult for local communities to influence decisions that affect their schools. Despite these challenges, Hawaii's unique approach promotes a sense of unity and shared responsibility for education. helping to create a system that reflects the state's rich cultural diversity. Would local communities be better served by a more decentralized approach? Let's uncover the truth about Children's Day in India. Every year on November 14th, the country celebrates not just children, but also the birthday of its first Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru. Nehru had a special fondness for kids, believing that they were the future of the nation. This special day is marked with events like cultural programs, competitions, and fun activities aimed at promoting the well-being of children. Interestingly, this date falls exactly 9 months after Valentine's Day, creating a humorous connection between love and the joy of new life. Schools across India often organize celebrations that include storytelling, singing, and games, creating an unforgettable experience for young ones. Parents and communities are encouraged to nurture and support children, reminding everyone that their happiness and education are vital for a bright future. So this November, will you join in the festivities and celebrate the joy of childhood? Let's uncover the truth about floating army tanks. In 1932, the U.S. Army had a groundbreaking idea. Why not create helium-filled tanks that could float above enemy trenches? Imagine tanks gliding effortlessly over the battlefield, appearing invincible and ready to surprise the enemy. However, this innovative concept quickly ran into a practical issue. The tanks, while buoyant, were far too fragile, resembling oversized balloons rather than sturdy war machines. The Army found that the lightweight helium failed to provide the durability necessary for real combat conditions. Just as a balloon can pop with the slightest prick, these floating tanks would easily succumb to the rigors of battle. Because of this critical flaw, the Army abandoned the project, realizing that while the idea of airborne tanks was thrilling, it didn't meet the essential requirement of strength and reliability. This intriguing episode in military history reminds us that creativity in warfare often leads to unexpected challenges. Today's tanks are designed to be powerful and protective, yet it's fascinating to ponder how the helium tank concept could have transformed the landscape of warfare. What other surprising inventions have been considered in the past? Can you believe the Carnival of Princes in Breda? This vibrant festival, held annually in the charming city of Breda, Netherlands, is a spectacular celebration of costumes, music, and joy. The event attracts thousands of visitors who come to witness colorful parades featuring floats adorned with elaborate decorations and performers in dazzling outfits. The carnival has deep historical roots, originating as a way for communities to come together before the solemn season of Lent. It creates an electric atmosphere with lively street parties, where locals and tourists alike dance and enjoy festive treats. During the event, you can hear the energetic beats of local bands, as well as the playful sounds of traditional carnival music echoing throughout the streets. Each year, the festivities include a royal prince and princess, further igniting excitement and creativity among the participants. As the city transforms into a kaleidoscope of colors and sounds, the Carnival of Princes showcases a unique blend of tradition and modern fun. So if you're looking for an unforgettable experience, why not plan a trip to Breda during this enchanting celebration? Did you know your eye can see a candle 30 miles away? This incredible fact highlights the astonishing capabilities of the human eye, which can detect light from a single candle over a vast distance if the Earth were flat. In complete darkness, the eye's sensitivity to light allows it to pick up on even the faintest sources, like a small, flickering flame. This ability stems from specialized cells in our retinas called rods, which thrive in low-light conditions. Imagine standing on a perfectly flat landscape at night and being able to spot a tiny light from miles away. While this scenario is hypothetical, it emphasizes how our vision evolved to help us navigate the world. Of course, the Earth isn't flat, so in reality, mountains, buildings, and other obstacles can block our view. Nonetheless, this fascinating fact showcases just how remarkable our eyes are, turning a simple candle into a beacon of light that can be seen from afar. Isn't it amazing what our bodies are capable of? Turns out the truth is that fire never quits. This is especially true for the Darvaza gas crater, also known as the Gateway to Hell, which has been ablaze in the Karakum Desert since 1971. It all began when Soviet scientists accidentally ignited a natural gas field, aiming to avoid a dangerous release of methane gas into the atmosphere. Instead of extinguishing the fire, they decided to let it burn out, thinking it would take a few weeks. Here we are, and over 50 years later, and the crater is still glowing brightly. The site is both mesmerizing and eerie, attracting adventurous tourists and photographers from around the world. The intense flames and roaring sound create an unforgettable experience, leading many to call it one of the most fascinating natural wonders. So what do you think? Would you dare to visit this fiery spectacle? Did you know about the Boeing 727 hotel in Costa Rica? Hotel Costa Verde offers an amazing lodging experience by transforming a vintage 1965 Boeing 727 into a luxurious suite. Imagine staying in a plane nestled in the lush rainforest, surrounded by the stunning beauty of Manuel Antonio. This unique hotel provides panoramic views that make you feel like you're part of nature. But it's not just a plane, it's equipped with modern amenities to ensure a comfortable stay. Guests can enjoy a private terrace, perfect for sipping coffee while listening to the sounds of the rainforest. You can even spot exotic wildlife right from your room. The hotel's creative use of the aircraft truly redefines what a vacation can be. Instead of an ordinary hotel room, you get a cozy space that's a piece of aviation history. Who knew you could experience both adventure and comfort at the same time? If you're looking for a memorable getaway, a stay in this Boeing 727 might just be the perfect fit. Here's something incredible about Nike's beginnings. Nike was founded on January 25, 1964, by two ambitious visionaries, Bill Bowerman and Phil Knight. What started as Blue Ribbon Sports began with a simple idea: to create better athletic shoes for runners. Bill, a track coach at the University of Oregon, experimented with designs and materials, while Phil, a former runner, embarked on a journey to sell Japanese sneakers in the United States. Their combined passion led them to innovate not just shoes, but a whole culture around athleticism. Over time, the brand evolved, and so did its iconic swoosh logo, which has become one of the most recognizable symbols in the world. Today, Nike is synonymous with sports and fitness, inspiring millions to push their limits. Can you believe how it all began with just two people's dedication and a shared dream? Believe it or not, casinos use facial recognition technology. This advanced software helps identify known cheaters or those banned from entering. Imagine walking into a casino and the system instantly recognizes someone who has been caught cheating in the past. It's like having a smart security guard on watch. Additionally, casinos take fairness seriously. They rely on card shuffling machines to mix the cards thoroughly, ensuring that games remain random and fair for every player. Meanwhile, slot machines are also equipped with sensors that monitor for any irregularities, like unusual patterns that suggest cheating or malfunctioning. These high-tech tools create a safer environment for everyone, allowing players to enjoy their experience without worrying about dishonest tactics. With technology constantly evolving, how might casinos improve their security even more in the future? Believe it or not, crystal gem corn is mesmerizing. This unique variety hails from Mexico and is unlike any corn you've seen before. Its kernels are transparent and reflect light beautifully, making it look almost like glass. The shimmering colors that dance across its surface are not just for show, they have deep roots in history. Crystal gem corn comes from traditional agricultural practices passed down through generations by indigenous farmers who cultivated it for its beauty and its nutritional value. Beyond its striking appearance, this corn is a symbol of resilience and innovation, reflecting the rich cultural heritage of its origins. Today, more and more gardeners are discovering crystal gem corn and growing it in their own backyards, not only for their stunning visual appeal, but also as a way to connect with the past. Are you ready to try growing this eye-catching corn variety yourself? Did you know fish have secret age markers? Fish don't grow like trees, adding the same amount each year. Instead, they develop interesting growth rings on their bones and scales. These rings are a bit like the rings you find in tree trunks, but they tell a different story. As a fish ages, its body experiences various changes, which result in the formation of these rings. Each ring can indicate a year of life and often reflects different growth rates influenced by factors like water temperature and food availability. Scientists carefully analyze these rings to estimate a fish's age, providing insights into their lifespan and health. This method helps researchers monitor fish populations and manage fisheries sustainably, ensuring the delicate balance of aquatic ecosystems remains intact. Isn't it fascinating how something so small holds so much information? Why exactly does a Major General wear 2 stars? In the United States Army, the rank of Major General is symbolized by the presence of 2 stars on the shoulder. This prestigious rank represents a significant level of responsibility and leadership, usually tasked with supervising large military units. A division, for instance, can consist of between 10,000 to 20,000 soldiers, and the Major General oversees various operations, strategies, and personnel decisions within that division. This leadership role isn't just about issuing commands, it also involves critical thinking, planning, and motivating a diverse group of individuals towards common objectives. Major generals often make crucial decisions that can affect both military missions and the well-being of soldiers under their command. Their responsibilities are vast and complex, and the 2 stars reflect not just their rank, but the dedication and experience required to lead effectively in such a demanding environment. Ever thought about the architects behind dark history? It's fascinating, yet unsettling, to discover that the architect who designed Saddam Hussein's secret bunker, known for its imposing structure, was actually the grandson of the architect responsible for Hitler's infamous bunker. This connection reveals a troubling lineage where architectural talent contributes to the designs of oppressive regimes. The analogy highlights how some skills can be utilized for very different purposes, often with dire consequences. While many architects aim to create beauty, comfort, and hope, others have been involved in building fortifications intended to shelter power and tyranny. This lineage raises questions about the moral responsibilities of architects and designers. Should their talents be used to serve the betterment of society, or can they be complicit in creating spaces that embody fear and oppression? It's a powerful narrative that forces us to reflect on the role of design in shaping history. Ever thought about why soldiers build homes in mountains? On the steep slopes of Monte Cristallo in northern Italy's Dolomites, you'll find one of the most isolated structures ever built. This remarkable dwelling was constructed during World War I by Italian soldiers who needed a strategic lookout point to monitor enemy movements. Imagine rugged terrain where freezing winds howl, yet these brave men worked tirelessly to create a sturdy observation post. From this elevated position, they could see far and wide, providing vital intelligence throughout the war. Although harsh conditions made life challenging, the soldiers displayed ingenuity and determination as they transformed this remote peak into a functional refuge. Today, this historic site not only tells a story of wartime survival, but also serves as a testament to the incredible adaptability of humans in extreme environments. What lessons can we learn from their resilience? This might surprise you. Nuclear energy can reduce carbon footprints. Nuclear energy is a powerhouse when it comes to generating electricity with significantly lower carbon emissions than traditional fossil fuels. The incredible discovery of nuclear fission opened up a new frontier in energy production, allowing us to harness the immense energy stored in atomic nuclei. By developing nuclear reactors, we've been able to produce large amounts of electricity that can power homes, industries, and cities. However, while the benefits are substantial, like reducing greenhouse gases, there are serious risks to consider, such as the potential for accidents and the challenge of nuclear waste management. The debate continues about how to balance these dangers with the urgent need for clean energy solutions. Can we harness the power of nuclear energy safely for a sustainable future? Discover how silk outshined gold in ancient China. In ancient times, silk was not just a luxurious fabric, but an invaluable currency. Its shimmering beauty and intricate textures made it extremely desirable, often ranking higher than gold and silver in value. Ancient Chinese officials received silk as payment, while it was also used as tribute to emperors, highlighting its importance in the economy. The famous Silk Road, a network of trade routes, helped spread silk beyond China's borders, influencing cultures and economies worldwide. Because of its rarity and the labor-intensive process of sericulture, producing silk was a closely guarded secret that added to its allure. Silk was more than just fabric, it symbolized wealth, power, and sophistication. Even today, silk remains a cherished material, weaving a rich history that connects ancient civilizations to our modern world. Isn't it fascinating how a simple thread can have such a profound impact on history? Believe it or not, stunning photos reveal hidden artistry. Steve Garol is a talented photographer whose work takes you behind the scenes at the Firehouse UPS Mall. His captivating images showcase not only beautiful visuals, but also the intricate process involved in creating them. Garol understands that photography is an art form that goes beyond just snapping pictures. It's about storytelling. He captures the hustle and bustle of the mall, shedding light on what happens when we aren't looking. From the preparation of impressive displays to the energetic teamwork of the staff, each photograph tells a unique story. Whether it's a burst of color from an elaborate display or a candid moment of laughter, Garol's work draws viewers in, making them appreciate the artistry that hides in plain sight. So next time you visit a mall, think about the effort and passion that goes into creating those eye-catching visuals. Prepare to be amazed by basic medical supplies. These essential items can make a huge difference in emergencies. Imagine you're on a hike and someone trips and scrapes their knee. With basic supplies like Band-Aids, antiseptic wipes, and gauze, you can quickly clean and cover the wound, preventing infection and keeping the injury from getting worse. But what if the situation is more serious? If someone suffers a sprain or even a fracture, stabilizing the injury using items like splints can keep them safe until professional help arrives. Having a basic first aid kit handy not only gives you peace of mind, but also ensures you're prepared for unexpected events. Knowing how to use these supplies enhances your ability to help yourself or others in need. So, are you ready to equip yourself with the knowledge and supplies to manage minor injuries? Prepare to be amazed by Jackie Chan's unique family history. Did you know that the famous martial artist and actor Jackie Chan has a truly astonishing family background? His mother was involved in drug smuggling, while his father led a life as a spy. The two crossed paths dramatically when Chan's father, in the line of duty, arrested his mother for smuggling opium. Surprisingly, this unusual beginning blossomed into a romance that sealed their fate as a couple. They married and eventually gave birth to Jackie, who would grow up to be a global superstar. This rich and eventful backstory sheds light on how Chan's early life was intertwined with drama and resilience. Balancing the legacies of both parents, Jackie Chan transformed those early experiences into incredible storytelling and remarkable martial arts on screen. Isn't it fascinating to think how such a unique upbringing shaped his incredible career? Ever wondered what makes Alma's caviar so special? This luxurious delicacy, known as the diamond of food, holds the title for the most expensive caviar in the world, costing an astonishing $1,650 per pound. Sourced exclusively from the Iranian beluga sturgeon found in the Caspian Sea, Alma's caviar is truly one of a kind. The fish that produces this caviar is remarkably rare, primarily because of its limited habitat and specific environmental conditions. Each egg is harvested carefully, ensuring the highest quality and taste. Alma's caviar is favored by gourmet chefs and food enthusiasts around the globe, not just for its price, but for its unique, buttery flavor and creamy texture. It's often served on blinis or with a dollop of crème fraîche to elevate the tasting experience. But what truly sets it apart is its stunning golden color, reminiscent of jewels. Why do you think such a rarity commands such a high price? This might surprise you. 2 trillion galaxies await discovery. The observable universe is an astonishing expanse filled with wonders, housing around 2 trillion galaxies. Each galaxy is a bustling metropolis of cosmic activity containing millions to trillions of stars along with planets, gas clouds, black holes, and mysterious dark matter. To put this in perspective, the number of stars may actually exceed the grains of sand on all Earth's beaches combined. But remember, we're only seeing a fraction of what's out there. Beyond the edges of our perception lies an infinity of space, hiding countless wonders and perhaps even more galaxies. Every twinkle you see in the night sky is a glimpse of this grand cosmic tapestry, urging us to ponder what lies beyond our current reach. As we explore deeper into the universe, we're reminded of how vast and mysterious it truly is. What if I told you Japanese macaques love the cold? These amazing creatures, also known as snow monkeys, have developed some extraordinary adaptations for life in frigid environments. In the snowy regions of Japan, where temperatures can drop below freezing, their thick fur serves as a superb insulator, allowing them to thrive while other animals might struggle. These macaques are often spotted lounging in hot springs, enjoying the warmth while surrounded by a winter wonderland. This unique behavior not only helps them stay warm, but also strengthens social bonds within their troops. Moreover, their ability to adapt to harsh climates has made them one of the hardiest primates on Earth. So next time you admire a snowy landscape, remember the incredible Japanese macaques that make it their home. How do you think they manage to stay so cozy? Is it really true that dogs have a unique heat cycle? During a female dog's heat cycle, also known as estrus, you might notice some blood. But here's something interesting. This blood isn't due to a menstrual cycle like in humans. Instead, it's caused by the dilation of blood vessels in the vagina, triggered by rising levels of estrogen. During this time, female dogs are fertile and can attract male dogs. The heat cycle typically occurs twice a year and lasts around 2 to 3 weeks. Signs of heat may include swelling of the vulva, increased urination, and changes in behavior. While each dog's symptoms vary, understanding this natural process helps owners provide proper care. So if your furry friend shows these signs, it's essential to manage her safely and consider her needs during this period. Here's a wild fact about the Grand Canyon. Did you know that the Grand Canyon is one of the largest canyons on Earth? Spanning about 277 miles long, 18 miles wide, and over a mile deep, it's a breathtaking natural wonder located in Arizona. Formed over millions of years by the powerful Colorado River, the canyon showcases stunning rock layers that reveal nearly 2 billion years of geological history. Visitors are often amazed by the diverse landscape, which includes everything from rocky cliffs to lush riverbanks. Hiking along its many trails or taking a scenic helicopter tour offers visitors unforgettable views of its dramatic formations. The Grand Canyon's beauty and size make it a popular destination for millions each year. Can you imagine standing at the edge, gazing into this magnificent chasm and feeling the power of nature all around you? Why exactly does South Dakota ban napping in cheese factories? This curious law likely stems from a mix of safety concerns and the importance of productivity in the cheese-making process. Cheese factories are busy places where workers manage large equipment and handle dairy products. By keeping the environment focused and alert, the law helps prevent accidents that could occur if someone were to doze off while on the job. Imagine the chaos if someone fell asleep next to a vat of curd. Also, cheese-making requires precision. Any distraction can lead to mistakes in the process. Workers need to be attentive to recipe details and monitor temperatures, so keeping the atmosphere vigilant benefits both their safety and the quality of the cheese produced. While it might sound odd, this unusual regulation helps preserve the integrity of one of South Dakota's beloved industries. Have you ever wondered why people rush to spend cash? In Yugoslavia during the 1990s, hyperinflation was so extreme that it transformed everyday life. Imagine going to work and receiving your pay twice in a single day. This was the reality for many workers who desperately tried to keep their earnings from losing value within hours. Prices soared at an alarming rate, meaning that money in the morning could purchase far less by evening. As a result, employees hurried to local shops immediately after receiving their wages, buying groceries or essential items before their cash would shrink in value. The atmosphere in cities was charged with urgency as people raced against time to secure their needs. This bizarre economic situation highlighted the dramatic effects of hyperinflation and the unprecedented challenges it posed to everyday life in Yugoslavia during that tumultuous decade. Let's uncover the truth about the Shockwave jet truck. This incredible machine is the world's fastest truck, zooming at a jaw-dropping speed of 376 miles per hour. Picture this. It's powered by not one, but three jet engines that together unleash a mind-blowing 36,000 horsepower. That's more power than most fighter jets. Originally designed for drag racing, it's an engineering marvel that combines the thrill of motorsports with cutting-edge technology. The Shockwave can accelerate faster than typical race cars, leaving spectators in awe as it blazes down the track, trailing flames and producing a thunderous roar. Imagine standing on the sidelines, feeling the ground shake beneath your feet as this beast speeds by. Its blend of adrenaline, speed, and technology pushes the limits of what we think a truck can do. Have you ever seen anything quite like this? You won't believe this about fossil fuels. Fossil fuels like coal, oil, and natural gas come from the remains of ancient plants and animals that were buried under layers of earth millions of years ago. This amazing process of transformation takes a really long time, often millions of years, and involves heat, pressure, and a bit of time magic. Essentially, every time we burn fossil fuels for energy, we are igniting the remnants of life forms that existed long before humans walked the earth. Imagine using energy created from creatures like dinosaurs and vast forests that once flourished. However, while fossil fuels have powered much of our modern world, they're not without drawbacks. Burning them releases carbon dioxide and other pollutants, contributing to climate change and air quality issues. As we explore cleaner energy alternatives, we need to consider how to balance our energy needs with the health of our planet. Here's what actually happens when you microwave food. The myth that microwaves zap away nutrients has been debunked, and the truth might surprise you. In reality, microwaving your food can often preserve more nutrients compared to boiling. Why is that? When you microwave, food cooks quickly and uses less water, which means fewer vitamins and minerals leach out into the cooking liquid. For example, boiling vegetables can lead to significant nutrient loss, especially if they are submerged for long periods. On the other hand, microwaving retains colors, flavors, and textures, making your meals not just healthier, but also tastier. So unless your microwave is malfunctioning, don't worry about losing essential nutrients. In fact, you might just be keeping more of them. Isn't it amazing how convenience can also be nutritious? What if I told you about juggling 11 balls? Alex Barron set a Guinness World Record by juggling an astonishing 11 balls at the same time, a feat that showcases not only his extraordinary coordination, but also incredible skill. Imagine the focus and dexterity required to keep juggling that many balls in the air. For most of us, just keeping track of 2 or 3 would be a challenge. This remarkable achievement highlights the impressive capabilities of individuals in the realm of physical performance. Juggling isn't just a party trick. It requires hours of practice, a deep understanding of timing, and muscle control. It's fascinating to think that such incredible talent exists, proving that with dedication and hard work, people can push their limits. Whether you're a casual juggler or someone who's never tried, Alex's record inspires us to explore our potential and maybe pick up a few balls ourselves. What new challenges could you tackle if you put your mind to it? Have you ever wondered about the chilling story of Neville Heath? This British serial killer is infamous for brutally murdering at least 8 women, including his own wife, in the grim setting of his London flat during the 1940s and 1950s. Heath would lure his victims to his home, where he committed these horrific crimes. In a disturbing twist, he buried their bodies in his garden, and even within the walls of his apartment, a haunting reminder of his monstrous actions. The mystery surrounding his motives and the sheer number of lives he destroyed left many baffled. His capture and trial captivated the British public and sparked conversations about crime and justice. Heath's sickening legacy raises questions about humanity's darker side and the thresholds of evil. How could someone commit such dreadful acts and remain undetected for so long? Today, his story endures as a chilling example of true crime in history. Did you know that aliens once caused real panic? In 1938, a radio broadcast of H.G. Wells' gripping story, War of the Worlds, sent shockwaves across America. Many listeners tuning in mid-program believed they were hearing actual news of an alien invasion instead of a dramatized performance. This confusion led to widespread panic, with people fleeing their homes and calling emergency services in a frenzy. The incident revealed just how powerful mass media can be, as it transformed a fictional narrative into a reality for thousands. It sparked discussions about media responsibility and the public's susceptibility to sensational news. The impact was so profound that it made the radio broadcast one of the most famous examples of mass hysteria in history. It's fascinating to think about how easily fiction can blur the lines with reality, especially in today's world of misinformation. What lessons can we learn from this event? Get ready for vibrant surprises inside your bread. Have you ever sliced into a loaf and been amazed by the colorful designs hiding within? Some loaves of bread may look simple and ordinary from the outside, but once you make that first cut, they reveal astonishingly fun character designs and vibrant colors that can light up your day. Bakers around the world are getting creative by adding natural food colors and unique shapes, transforming everyday bread into a visual treat. Imagine bread shaped like animals or bright colors that evoke childhood memories. This delightful twist turns a simple meal into an exciting experience, especially for kids who might be picky eaters. Visual appeal can boost appetites and make mealtime more enjoyable. So next time you grab a loaf from the store or bake your own, keep an eye out for those cheerful surprises. Isn't it amazing how something as simple as bread can bring joy and creativity to our tables? Did you know that penguins can't taste fish? Unlike many animals, these charming birds have evolved in a fascinating way. They lack the ability to taste fish. Instead, they can only sense sour and salty flavors, making their relationship with food quite unique. When they dive underwater, they use their sharp, needle-like papillae on their tongues to help capture fish efficiently. These specialized structures grip the slippery prey, allowing penguins to swallow it whole, which is essential for their survival. This means that while a penguin won't savor the flavor of a tasty fish dish like we do, they are masters at finding and eating their meals quickly. Their ability to sense only a couple of flavors focuses their hunting strategy, enabling them to thrive in harsh environments. Isn't it fascinating how nature adapts creatures like penguins for their specific needs? This might surprise you. Why do cats have white bellies? The striking contrast of a cat's coat often captures our attention. But have you ever wondered why many cats possess that distinctive white belly? This phenomenon is primarily due to the way their coat color genes express themselves. Within a cat's body, there are specialized pigment-producing cells that influence fur color. These cells migrate outward from the spine during the cat's development. Depending on how the genes are expressed, some areas may develop color while others, particularly the belly, remain white. This unique pattern not only creates a beautiful visual effect but also serves a purpose in nature. The white belly can reflect light better, perhaps helping to camouflage the cat in their environment. So next time you see a cat lounging around, take a moment to appreciate those adorable white bellies and the genetics behind them. Did you know Tesla's name has an interesting past? The name Tesla wasn't originally created by Elon Musk or his pioneering electric car company. Instead, it was bought from a small startup named Tesla Motors for a cool $75,000. This little piece of history is quite fascinating, especially considering that Nikola Tesla, the scientist after whom the brand is named, contributed tremendously to electricity and electromagnetism. By choosing this name, Musk not only paid homage to the inventor's genius, but also added a touch of irony. It's intriguing to think how a modern electric vehicle brand designed to revolutionize transportation proudly carries the name of a man who lived over a century ago. Today, Tesla cars are synonymous with innovation, sustainability, and cutting-edge technology, showcasing the blend of history and modern science in our ever-evolving world. So how does a name shape a brand's legacy? What if I told you a Game Boy went to space? In 1993, astronaut Alexander A. Kurebrov made history by taking his trusty Nintendo Game Boy on a journey beyond our atmosphere. This unique console wasn't just a gaming device, it became a part of a remarkable adventure, orbiting the Earth an impressive 3,000 times. Imagine the excitement of playing classic games while floating in zero gravity. After its cosmic journey, this extraordinary Game Boy was put up for auction, fetching a staggering $1,220. The sale highlights not only the nostalgia attached to video games, but also their incredible journey into the final frontier. It's fascinating to think that something as simple as a handheld console can connect us to the thrilling world of space exploration. Who knows what other unexpected items have ventured beyond our planet? Is it really true that genocide has a history? The government's failure to deny that the persecution of Armenians may indeed be labeled as genocide reveals the chilling realities faced by many throughout history. This term, genocide, was famously crafted in 1943 by lawyer Raphael Lemkin, who sought to define the atrocities committed against the Ottoman Turks during World War I. The systematic killings and the intent to eradicate a group based on their ethnicity deeply resonate with the events that befell the Armenian population. It's crucial to understand that recognizing such events as genocide is not merely a matter of terminology. It shapes how we remember and educate future generations about the horrors of violence against humanity. The impacts of labeling these acts correctly can influence diplomatic relations and promote accountability in modern conflicts. So how can we ensure that history is not forgotten when it comes to such dark chapters? Sweet creations that delight the senses await you. Amaury Guichon has gained worldwide recognition for his stunning desserts that are as pleasing to the eyes as they are to the palate. His work blends artistry with flavor, transforming classic desserts into edible masterpieces that capture the imagination. Imagine a dessert that not only tastes delectable, but also looks like a piece of art. Guichon's creations often feature vibrant colors, intricate designs, and unexpected flavor combinations, inviting people to experience dessert in a whole new way. Whether it's a cake that resembles a blooming flower or a chocolate sculpture that tells a story, his innovative approach makes each sweet treat a feast for the senses. Food lovers and art enthusiasts alike are drawn to his work, eager to savor these original desserts. By pushing the boundaries of what a dessert can be, Guichon has inspired many budding pastry chefs around the world to think creatively about their own culinary designs. So, what will his next masterpiece look like? Believe it or not, cuddling can have a strange effect. In a remarkable twist of fate, there's a story about a caregiver known for his preference for solitude, yet he had a peculiar habit of cuddling with his patients. While he usually kept to himself, he would sometimes offer comfort to those nearing the end of their lives. It's intriguing to note that many of these individuals passed away just days after these tender moments. This phenomenon raises questions about the power of human connection and how simple acts of comfort can touch our lives deeply, especially during challenging times. The warmth of a hug or a gentle cuddle might not only provide emotional solace, but could also play an unexpected role in the journey of letting go. Could it be that in those final moments, the closeness shared helped ease their transition? It's a fascinating mix of psychology, compassion, and perhaps even the mysteries of life and death that remind us how important it is to connect with others, even in their last moments. What do you think about this connection between physical touch and our end-of-life experiences? Prepare to be amazed by your dog's intelligence. Did you know that dogs can understand up to 250 different words and gestures? This amazing capability shows just how smart our furry friends really are. Their intelligence is often compared to that of a 2-year-old child, which means they grasp not just commands but also the emotions behind our words. For example, when you say walk or even just grab their leash, they can recognize what's coming next. This understanding comes from their ability to pick up on our tone of voice, facial expressions, and body language. Dogs also learn through repetition and association, which is why training them with consistent commands works so well. This impressive skill set allows dogs to connect deeply with us, making them not just pets, but cherished companions. So next time your dog responds to your words or gestures, remember they're not just guessing. They truly understand you. Did you know goosebumps have a fascinating purpose? When you feel cold or scared, your body can react in surprising ways. One of those reactions is goosebumps, which happen when tiny muscles called erector pili contract at the base of each hair follicle. This contraction pulls the hair upright, which distorts the skin and creates the familiar bumps. This reaction is a leftover from our ancestors who had more body hair. Raising the hairs was meant to make them appear larger to predators or to trap more air for warmth. So while it might feel a little odd when you get goosebumps today, it's actually your body's way of trying to protect you. Next time you feel that prickly sensation, pause and think about the ancient survival strategies still at play within you. Did you know your belly button is a bacteria hotspot? It's true, researchers have discovered that about 150 different species of bacteria live in this small, often ignored part of our bodies. The belly button, or navel, creates a unique environment, providing a cozy home for various microorganisms. These bacteria play a crucial role in our health, aiding digestion and helping to protect against harmful pathogens. Interestingly, the diversity of bacteria can vary depending on factors like personal hygiene, diet, and even where you live. Some people may have more types of bacteria than others. So the next time you give your belly button a quick clean, remember that it's more than just a small indentation. It's a bustling ecosystem full of tiny life forms. Who knew that such a tiny space could host such a vibrant community of bacteria? Did you know that lasers have safety classes? Lasers are fascinating tools, but they come with different levels of safety, classified into 5 distinct categories. Starting with Class 1, these lasers are considered inherently safe for even the most casual use. For example, you can find them in your everyday gadgets like barcode scanners. As you move up the scale, Class 2 lasers emit visible light and can be harmful if stared at for longer periods. Class 3 lasers, meanwhile, can cause serious eye damage and are often used in professional environments like construction or research laboratories. Finally, at the top of the list, we find Class 4 and Class 5 lasers. These require extreme caution as they can cause burns and severe eye injuries. Understanding these classifications not only helps keep users safe, but also ensures that lasers are used effectively in various fields. So next time you see a laser, consider its safety class. Are you using it safely? Let's uncover the truth about why lemons float. Lemons and limes are not just delicious fruits. They also have some interesting properties that we can observe in water. Did you know that lemons float while limes sink? This phenomenon is all about density. Lemons have a lower density than water, meaning they are lighter and can stay on the surface, bobbing along cheerfully. On the other hand, limes are denser, which causes them to sink to the bottom. This simple experiment is not only fun, but teaches us about the science of density and how different materials pack together. You'll notice that if you slice a lemon and a lime, their insides look quite different too, with lemons being juicier. Next time you're making a refreshing drink, try tossing in a lemon and a lime to see this floating and sinking in action. Which one will you choose for your drink? Have you heard about the Eiffel Tower's fame? This iconic structure is the most visited monument in the world, welcoming millions of tourists each year. Standing tall at 1,083 feet in Paris, France, the Eiffel Tower attracts visitors from all corners of the globe, drawing them in with its stunning views and rich history. Designed by Gustave Eiffel and completed in 1889 for the World's Fair, the tower was initially met with mixed feelings, but has since become a beloved symbol of French culture. Whether you are taking an elevator to the summit for breathtaking views of the City of Light or enjoying a picnic in the surrounding Champ de Mars Park, the Eiffel Tower offers a unique experience. Each year, around 7 million people visit, eager to snap a photo in front of this magnificent iron lattice masterpiece. Have you ever dreamed of visiting this architectural wonder? Let's uncover the truth about the deadliest earthquake. In the 1500s, a catastrophic earthquake struck China, leaving a devastating mark on history. This disaster, which occurred in the year 1556, is recorded as the deadliest earthquake ever, claiming nearly 1 million lives. Imagine a quake so powerful that it could rattle entire cities and bring down buildings in an instant. The region of Shaanxi was particularly affected, where many people lived in caves carved into soft loess cliffs. When the earthquake hit, these homes collapsed, leading to unimaginable tragedy. This seismic event not only resulted in immense loss of life, but also transformed how societies viewed natural disasters, highlighting their potential for destruction. People began to understand the importance of preparedness and the need for better building practices. The legacy of this earthquake still resonates today as scientists study it to improve safety measures against such natural disasters. How can we apply these lessons to our current world to protect lives during earthquakes? Why exactly does your cat choose you? Cats are among the few animals that have domesticated themselves, and this fascinating process is all about mutual benefit and adaptation. Unlike dogs, which humans selectively bred for specific traits over thousands of years, cats took a different path. They ventured into human habitats primarily because of the plentiful supply of rodents that gathered around farms and settlements. By offering their hunting skills, cats found a steady food source while effectively helping humans control pests. This relationship blossomed as both species realized the gains. Humans got pest control, and cats enjoyed a reliable dinner. As they roamed closer to human communities, cats began to adopt our ways, becoming more sociable and tolerant of our presence. Today, many cat owners wonder about the bond they share with these mysterious creatures, and it's all rooted in that ancient partnership. What makes your cat unique in this journey? Guess what really drives our daily thoughts? Humans generate between 12,000 to 60,000 thoughts each day, which is an astonishing number. But here's the twist. Around 80% of these thoughts tend to be negative. This natural tendency towards negative thinking reflects our brain's incredible ability to think critically and solve problems. It's almost like our minds are wired to notice potential dangers or challenges, helping us navigate through life. However, too much negativity can take a toll, leading to stress and anxiety. This is why it's so important to practice positive thinking and mindfulness. Techniques like gratitude journaling or even simple deep breathing exercises can shift our focus from problems to possibilities, promoting a healthier mindset. So why not take a moment to reflect on your thoughts today? Are they uplifting or dragging you down? Rainmaker or rain disaster in San Diego? In 1915, an unusual story unfolded in San Diego when heavy flooding struck the city. This deluge was attributed to Charles Hatfield, a self-proclaimed rainmaker who claimed he could control the weather using chemical mixtures. Hatfield had been experimenting with various substances to induce rain, leading many locals to believe he held the secret to ending droughts. However, after his work, the city experienced an unexpected onslaught of rain that caused significant flooding, damaging homes and disrupting lives. The situation quickly turned from hope to chaos, casting a shadow over Hatfield's reputation. Some viewed the flooding as a miraculous success, while others considered it a dangerous failure. The San Diego government even attempted to blame Hatfield for the destruction, requesting compensation for the damages. This incident sparked debates about weather manipulation and the ethics surrounding such practices. To this day, Hatfield's story remains a fascinating chapter in the annals of weather history, raising questions about humanity's desire to control nature. Believe it or not, Google plays with the word ask. When you type ask into Google, the search results page tilts slightly to one side, creating a fun visual pun. This quirky Easter egg cleverly reflects one of the meanings of the word ask, which can imply something that is crooked or off-center. Many users, especially those experiencing this for the first time, find themselves amused by the playful twist. It's not just a random feature. It reveals how Google engineers sprinkle humor into their technology. The tilted page serves as a lighthearted reminder that even search engines can engage in a bit of creativity and fun. This delightful trick has become a charming secret for many, igniting curiosity about what other surprises the platform might hold. So the next time you're searching for something and you decide to ask, keep an eye out for this playful tilt. It's a small but delightful addition to your digital experience that adds a layer of joy to the process. Unlock the secret to 123 days of meditation. In 2008, Buddhist monk Yoa Thung Thich Thante achieved an extraordinary feat by setting a world record for continuous meditation, lasting a remarkable 123 days. This incredible accomplishment took place in a serene temple in Thailand, where the monk dedicated himself entirely to meditation, focusing on deep mindfulness and spiritual enlightenment. While most of us find it challenging to sit still for just a few minutes, Joa's journey involved hours of unwavering concentration each day, showcasing his mental and physical resilience. The process was not merely about enduring. It included a carefully structured routine of meditation sessions, regular meals, and minimal distractions. His astonishing record has inspired many to explore meditation as a path to personal growth and self-discovery. Imagine the peace and clarity of mind one could achieve through such dedication. What lessons can we learn from Joa's commitment to meditation? His achievement reminds us of the power of focus and the potential within us all to reach incredible depths of stillness. Is it really true that shortest street exists in Scotland? Ebenezer Place, located in the charming town of Wick, Caithness, holds the remarkable title of the shortest street in the world. This tiny stretch measures only 2.26 yards long, making it a must-see for anyone intrigued by quirky landmarks. It connects two historic buildings, the Mackay's Hotel and another nearby structure. This street may be short, but it has a big reputation. People from all over come to snap photos by the street sign and marvel at its claim to fame. Despite its size, Ebenezer Place has become a beloved local attraction and an iconic part of Wick's history. If you're visiting Scotland, don't miss the chance to check out this pint-sized wonder. You might even leave with a fun story to tell about standing on the world's shortest street. Who knows? You might just find inspiration for your next adventure. So what are you waiting for? Grab your camera and head to Wick. Prepare to be amazed by ectopic eruptions. This rare condition can cause teeth to emerge from surprising locations like the nose, eyes, or even the brain. While we usually think of teeth growing neatly in our mouths, ectopic eruption twists that expectation. Scientists have linked these odd situations to teratomas, which are unusual tumors that can contain different types of tissue, including teeth. These developments showcase the remarkable, sometimes perplexing nature of human biology. Imagine a tooth popping up where it shouldn't be, leading to curiosity and medical intrigue. As strange as it sounds, ectopic eruptions serve as a reminder of how much we still have to discover about our own bodies. Each case adds a new layer to our understanding of development and health. So why do these unusual eruptions happen? The answers may unlock secrets about how our bodies grow and function. Guess what really drives Dr. Pepper 10's popularity? In 2011, Dr. Pepper 10 aimed squarely at men with a bold marketing campaign, creating a unique men-only Facebook page and designing cans in a sleek gunmetal gray. This strategy was all about presenting the drink as a rugged, masculine choice. However, the results were quite surprising. Despite the targeted advertising, nearly 40% of the people who actually tried the drink were women. This reveals a fascinating twist in consumer behavior. Women were drawn to the campaign's edgy aesthetic and the flavor itself, even if the branding was designed specifically for men. It's a great example of how marketing can sometimes miss its mark, or conversely, attract unexpected audiences. The story of Dr. Pepper 10 shows that flavor and quality often transcend gendered packaging and advertising. Isn't it interesting how taste can unite us all? Believe it or not, toilets in Hong Kong use seawater. This unique approach to flushing toilets is an innovative solution to conserving precious freshwater resources. With the city facing limited freshwater supplies and a growing population, using seawater helps tackle both daily needs and environmental challenges. The system works by tapping into the nearby sea, allowing seawater to flow into toilets for flushing instead of relying on the usual freshwater sources. This method is not only efficient, but also reduces the demand for freshwater in a city where water scarcity can be a concern. The use of seawater in toilets might sound strange at first, but it's a brilliant example of how urban areas can adapt to their environment. Cities around the world can learn from Hong Kong's experience, considering similar strategies to manage water use effectively and sustainably. By embracing such innovative solutions, we can all contribute to protecting our planet's vital resources. So next time you think about water usage, remember this impressive feat of engineering in one of the world's most densely populated regions. This might surprise you. Lottery players are not who you think. Did you know that a mere 5% of people buy over half of all lottery tickets? It's true. This small group drives the lottery's popularity, showcasing a fascinating mix of hope and, in some cases, addiction. Many players dream of striking it rich with a single lucky ticket, believing that the next draw could change their lives forever. While this excitement fuels the lottery industry, it also raises concerns about gambling habits. Some individuals chase the thrill of winning big, often spending more money on tickets than they can afford. Is the thrill worth the risk? As waves of colorful tickets flood stores every week, it's clear that the allure of the lottery captivates millions. But it's essential to remember that luck doesn't always favor the bold. Can you imagine ancient pathogens waking up from Arctic ice? Scientists are increasingly worried about the melting ice in the Arctic, which is revealing long-frozen pathogens that could pose serious health risks. As global temperatures rise, the Arctic ice is rapidly disappearing, uncovering viruses and bacteria that have been trapped for thousands of years. Some of these ancient microbes could potentially lead to outbreaks of diseases that our modern immunity isn't prepared to fight. This situation could threaten large portions of the population, especially since some of these pathogens might be unfamiliar to scientists and healthcare providers. With climate change accelerating, monitoring these areas has become critical. Researchers are racing against time to study these newly exposed threats and understand what they might mean for our health in the future. Will we be ready if these dormant monsters come back to life? What if I told you about dust mites in your bed? You might be surprised to learn that your cozy sleeping spot can host as many as 10 million of these tiny creatures. Dust mites are microscopic mites that love to thrive in warm, humid environments, making your bed an ideal home. These little critters feast on the dead skin cells we shed every day, contributing to the vast amount of dust that can linger in our bedrooms. Most people don't even realize they're sharing their sleeping space with these unwelcome guests. While dust mites themselves are harmless, their droppings and body fragments can trigger allergies and asthma in sensitive individuals. Regular cleaning and washing of bed linens can help reduce their population. So, what are you waiting for? Give your bed a little extra care and keep it dust mite free. You might be shocked by your cell phone's bacteria level. Studies reveal that our beloved cell phones can harbor up to 30 times more bacteria than a toilet seat. This controversial finding underscores the importance of regularly cleaning our devices. Think about it. We take our phones everywhere, from public restrooms to restaurants and even while commuting. Each time we touch them, we transfer germs from our hands. Those germs can easily multiply, turning our phones into little breeding grounds for bacteria. Without proper care, our phones can become a health risk, potentially spreading illnesses. To combat this, experts recommend using disinfectant wipes or sprays designed for electronics, ensuring we clean our phones daily, especially after being in crowded places. Just a few moments of cleaning can make a huge difference in your health. So, when was the last time you gave your phone a good scrub? Did you know about the amazing eelgrass plant? Zostera marina, widely known as eelgrass, is the deepest marine plant, thriving at incredible depths of up to 60 meters or 200 feet. This remarkable aquatic grass serves a vital role in the ocean ecosystem. Eelgrass beds provide essential habitat for many marine creatures, including fish, crabs, and even sea turtles. They also help stabilize sea floors and improve water quality by trapping sediment and absorbing excess nutrients. Furthermore, eelgrass plays a significant part in carbon sequestration, which helps combat climate change by storing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. As we face rising ocean temperatures and pollution, protecting eelgrass habitats becomes crucial for maintaining healthy marine life in our planet. Isn't it amazing how something so simple can have such a powerful impact on our oceans? Let's uncover the truth about Illinois language laws. According to Illinois law, speaking English is technically illegal, as the official language is designated as American. This quirky regulation might sound like a joke, but it actually hails from a historical movement aimed at creating a unique national identity. In the late 20th century, American was declared the official language in a bid to embrace the country's diverse culture while distinguishing itself from other nations. As a result, this peculiar law arose, highlighting the quirks of legal language. While you won't find anyone getting fined for using English in everyday life, this law serves as a reminder of the intriguing and often humorous ways that legislation can evolve. So the next time you chat in English around Illinois, remember this odd piece of history. Isn't it fascinating how laws reflect cultural moments? Believe it or not, temperatures can intersect. At first glance, Celsius and Fahrenheit seem like two completely different worlds. But here's the twist. They actually meet at a temperature below 40 degrees. Specifically, both scales align at 40 degrees, marking a unique point where the numbers match up, creating a rare intersection in temperature measurement. This quirky fact is particularly fascinating for people in places like Canada and the United States, where both temperature scales are commonly used. In practical terms, it means that when the temperature hits 40, whether you prefer Celsius or Fahrenheit, you get the same reading. This intersection might not happen every day, but it's a neat reminder of how different systems can sometimes lead to the same conclusion. So, the next time you see a thermometer reading 40, remember you're witnessing a cool crossover of two measurement worlds. Most people don't know this, but newborns don't cry tears. In fact, for the first 1 to 3 months of life, babies produce very few or no tears at all because their tear ducts are still developing. While it might seem odd, this is completely normal and part of their growth. Newborns communicate through different sounds such as whimpers and cries to let their parents know when they're hungry, uncomfortable, or need attention. However, these cries are dry. Tear production kicks in later as their bodies mature. The process usually begins around the second month when they start to shed tears. As parents experience this stage, they often find it fascinating to watch how their little ones grow and change, eventually expressing emotions through tears. It's a beautiful moment of development that reminds us how incredible the human body is, even when little ones first arrive. So next time you see a newborn crying, remember that they are sharing their feelings, even if there are no tears yet. Did you know hyenas are related to dogs and cats? Surprising as it may seem, hyenas share a genetic link with both these well-known carnivores. These fascinating creatures, which often get a bad rap due to their appearance and reputation, are actually more closely related to felines and canines than we might think. In fact, hyenas belong to a unique family called Hyanidae, which has a common ancestry with both cats and dogs, dating back millions of years. This genetic closeness allows hyenas to exhibit behaviors similar to those of both groups. For example, they have a sophisticated social structure, much like dogs, while their hunting techniques can resemble those of cats. Understanding this connection helps us appreciate the complexity of the animal kingdom and the diverse adaptations that arise within it. Isn't it amazing how family ties can cross such different species? Discover the delicious world of spicy mango popsicles. This tasty treat combines the natural sweetness of ripe mangoes with an unexpected peppery kick, turning a classic summer snack into a thrilling flavor adventure. Imagine biting into a creamy popsicle that feels refreshing and straightforward, then suddenly surprises you with a hint of spice. This unique treat is perfect for those seeking something different from typical frozen desserts. Made with real mango puree and a touch of chili powder or jalapeno, the spicy mango popsicle delights your taste buds by balancing sweetness and heat. It's not just a snack, it's an experience that wakes up your senses and cools you down on a hot day. Whether you enjoy it by the pool or at a summer barbecue, this popsicle sparks joy and a little excitement. Are you ready to taste this bold flavor combination?